gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. As 2017 has come to an end and 2018 has began, we're going to look back on the best matches in WWE during 2017. I got a series of this is going to be the best of Monday Night Raw, all of the best of SmackDown Live, the best of 205 Live, the best of NXT, along with the best pay-per-view matches of the year, the best NXT TakeOver matches of 2017, and then the best overall matches of 17, and the best women's matches of 2017. As WWE has continued with the women's movement, I feel that I need to elaborate on some of those matches in their own videos, just like I did with the Mae Young Classic. So I want to do that this year, do more women's match rankings and stuff. Obviously, as we go back in the past, we're going to come to some crappy shit, but I know in 2017 the women's matches were just as good, if not sometimes better than the men's matches. So this first one is the best of Monday Night Raw of 2017. Number 10 on the list comes from March 6th. It was a non-title women's match. Bayley, who was Monday Night Raw Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks. This was right after Fastlane, where Bayley ended Charlotte's pay-per-view streak win. So Bayley won the title at Fastlane the night before. It was a non-title versus Sasha Banks here on Monday Night Raw. Sasha won by submission in a 3.5-star match. Number 9, the best match of Monday Night Raw of 2017 comes from November 27th. During the feud of the Bar and the Shield, this was one of the one-on-one matchups we've multiple seen. We had Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. Seth Rollins getting the pinfall victory in a 3.5-star match. Now we're going way back to February 14th. This was when the Monday Night Raw women's title was the main event of Raw, the first time women have ever main evented a Monday Night Raw. We had champion Charlotte versus Bayley for the title. And Bayley won the title from Charlotte. As we know, she dropped it to her again and then won it back, I believe it was at Fastlane. Oh no, she retained it Fastlane, I believe, after winning it here. I didn't look that part up. I give it 3.5 star. It was a phenomenal matchup. Charlotte, the best woman in WWE right now. And Bayley, I believe she's top 5 in my rankings. I'm working on the rankings for that too, by the way. Number 7 on the list comes from February 6th. United States title on the line. We had champion Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn. Jericho retaining the title in a 3.5-star match. Number 6 comes from June 9th. Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. As we've seen here recently on Raw, that feud has resurfaced, which, as good as Samoa Joe is, he can bring up a Roman Reigns. This match, Joe won. I gave it 3.5 star. Next, we seen from September 11th, we had Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan. This was shortly after we found out that Jason Jordan was Kurt Angle's biological son, or storyline son. Roman Reigns got the victory in a 3.5-star match. Next, number 4 on the list comes from May 29th. We had Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Before the Shield reunion later in the year, Seth Rollins won in a 3.75 star match. Like I've said before, I am not a Roman Reigns fan, but when Roman Reigns is in the ring with a Seth Rollins, with a Samoa Joe, with people such as that caliber, he goes from here to here, to the level of his opponent. Just like John Cena used to do, and continues doing today. I don't know, today John Cena can run a match, but in the past, John Cena's been the same way, where Cena was here. If his opponents are up here, he comes up. But if he's here and his opponents are down here, he comes down. Roman Reigns is at that point in his career where he's able to achieve up to what his opponent is. You put Roman Reigns in the ring with a Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, a Seth Rollins, you're going to see Samoa Joe. You're going to see a different Roman Reigns than you would Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, or Roman Reigns and Luke Harper, or Luke Harper's good. Roman Reigns and Miz, or somebody like that, where it's going to come down a little bit. Number 3 on the list comes from March 6th. The Cruiserweight title was on the line. We had Rich Swann versus champion Neville. Neville retained in a 4-star match. Number 2 from January 23rd. This was the Monday Night Raw, the go-home show to the Royal Rumble. And this match was for a spot in the Rumble. It was Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. The winner was in the Rumble. Sami Zayn ended up winning this match after Tripp's music hit, distracted Seth Rollins, and Zayn got to roll up for a pin. And he was in the Rumble. Seth Rollins obviously went on to WrestleMania to face Triple H. We all know what happened there. 4-star match, I gave that. And then the best Monday Night Raw match of 2017 came from May 1st. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus The Miz. The Miz pinned Finn Balor. I gave the match 4 1/4. Now, there was some shenanigans going on. Joe came out and attacked Seth Rollins when they had their little feud, and then Bray Wyatt attacked Finn Balor, which led The Miz, because the Miz Taraj was in his corner, to get the victory here in a 4 1/4 star match. So that will wrap up the best matches of Monday Night Raw of 2017. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the best matches of SmackDown Live. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.